Camera decided to stop filming again. Does that once in a while.
The bees love them, as you guys see all the activity. Actually, right now I'm seeing a lot of the native pollinator bees, the solitary bees, not the standard honeybees this time of the day. And this was a cottozoid, so I harvested it a lot when it was small and juiced it. And right when it shot out the first time and started going to flower, I chopped all the tops off and then fermented those. And then over on this side we have another green bed, including the red Russian kale. We got some cabbage, we got some broccoli, cauliflower, and we got some nice dinosaur kale here. Going back to the next bed. This bed has my Egyptian walking onions. So these guys really got thinned out during the winter time. They were pretty much just like nothing there, but now that the weather is a little bit, they're pulling back. And I come and almost every night I harvest a couple of these green onion tops to put up in my salad. The green onion tops are much more nutritious than the onion bulbs that are normally grown. I like to use these year-round, and because these are the Egyptian walking onions, they are perennial onions, so they grow year-round. So that's really nice. And then over on that side, I got some clumpy kind of onions. Over on this side, we have one of my tree-collared crosses. This is a tree-collared cross with an ornamental kale, in my opinion. And they just want the flower, start sprouting seed, and it's making these nice broccoli-like flowering tips. I'm going to let it go to seed. And this bed is just like a mixture of mostly perennials. We got some rue in here, pot spice. We got some chives in here. We got some lots of parsley here. This is the one I like to grow my parsley in. This parsley is like perennial. And we got some Swiss chard in here. We got some fennel also growing in here, as well as some rosemary. Continue on the tuber. The next two beds we got, this is my bed of lettuce that I've actually been harvesting from. That's why it's not looking totally full. It's actually bolting because the weather is getting a bit warmer. So I also am probably underwatering at this point, so it's a bit stretched out. This is the first bed of lettuce that I planted, I think, like in October or November. So October, November, December, January, February, March. I've been harvesting this stuff for like 4 months now. And now I'm probably going to get a final harvest here in the next couple of days. And then it's going to get replanted for summer. Over on this side, different story. We got some leeks. And leeks are probably one of the most nutritious allium family plants. So they have a lot of leeks intermixed in. And these guys are sugar beets. So these are the beets that they use to make the sugar out of. So I'm going to grow those, and they're heirlooms. See what happens. And I got some celery planted right in the middle. This next bed here, we have mostly the Swiss chard. And check out my shirt. See my shirt? This is chard. It's awesome. I like this shirt. But I like the chard too. But yeah, this one has a chard, and the chard is pretty much our perennial green here. It'll last for like over a year easily. So I'll be eating this Swiss chard here. You'll see all summer long, even through the heat. In addition, I've interplanted chard with onions. So these are onions grown for the bulbs, mostly sweet varieties. I can also harvest the tops if I'd like. Once you get another planter with wild dandelions. So if you go to buy dandelions in the store, you're getting chicory. You know, these are the wild ones, but the leaves are not quite as big. And these are like really good for you. I mean, I want to encourage everybody to eat some dandelions, and not only are the greens edible, also the roots are edible, as well as the flowers are edible too. This bed here, we have a full bed of onions, and this year we did something a little bit different with the onions. So, like last year, for those of you guys who are long-term viewers, I had onion, bulbs that I saved to eat, and they sprouted, and I planted those last year, mostly. And this year's harvest was not that particularly good. Like the bulbs weren't that large, and I mean they produced, but they didn't really produce well. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to not really replant my sprouting onions, although you could do that. It makes lots of green, which is nice. So this year I tried something different. All these onions are from basically transplants or from starts from like 6 packs over in this bed, and then the next next bed over, those were started from onion sets that I bought. So of course, you know, the ones from the transplants were larger when I planted them, and the ones from the sets were smaller, but they're both doing really good. See, this next bed here, this is my bed of the dinosaur kale that's been growing like over a year at this point. It is now finally going to flower, although it's still also shooting out a lot of leaves. So this has provided me food pretty much for the whole year, and now I think this is pretty much coming to an end. But yeah, these are quite beautiful. Now I'm going to encourage you guys, you know, when they're going to flower, you can let them go to flower and save your seeds, which I do encourage you guys to do. But you can also just let these guys off, you know, and eat these. I mean, it's just pretty much like broccoli. You want to get them at the young stage, they're definitely more tender and delicious. So these next two beds, as I said, this one has all the onions from set. And then this bed here has my goji berry plants, also some ha or Chinese chai, and some tree collards. This had all kind of mints and things in the bottom, and I totally just refilled this bed, chopped it off, took probably like 3 inches, top it off, and I'm going to plant new stuff this season. It's going to go wild. I'm sure some of the mints will actually come back. They'll love some fruits down below, so I'll not wait till we get into it. Go ahead and move on to the next 2 beds over here. So these next 2 beds here and here have, this one has basically a parsley planted in the middle, and the outer rings are all the Italian flatleaf parsley. And, you know, they are related, so they're pretty similar, but if you look closely, you can tell how they're different. The celery basically kind of starting to get the ribbing like they do, and then the parsley on the outside does not really get that. They have more like a rounded stem. I really like the parsley. I mean, the parsley is really good, like if you're walking by barbecues and people are like barbecuing their meat or something smoking. That's carcinogenic, you know, that smoke. You don't want to breathe that. But if you do breathe that, eat some extra parsley, because that'll actually detox you. Also, parsley is also anti-tumor, and I think that more people need to eat parsley. Just 2 nights ago, actually, I made a meal. I was just harvesting like a couple leaves from all my parsley, and made a big salad with just parsley leaves, finely chopped up with shredded buckwheat that I grew myself, and mashed up avocado and garlic. Over on this side, we have all of my Apollo Napa cabbage. It's starting to flower. I came in last night, and if you look, I chopped off all the flowering tops, so I have a lot of the green bottom. I use all the flowering tops to make some kimchi that's actually fermenting inside, and I'll show you guys at the end of the episode. It's probably going to come out here and just end up harvesting the plants now and use those for more kimchi or some dehydrated kale-like chips or cabbage chips. So let's see the next bed right here. This is a perennial bed, and this has some celery growing from last year, some onion from last year, and also my tree collards growing above. This next bed over here is my big bag bed. It's a fabric pot. Now, because this thing like folds over, I haven't really popped this off in a while, so it's kind of the soil level is getting kind of low, and I pretty much ignore it because this is, to me now, this bed's a pain in the butt, so I don't really do anything with it. And I planted out originally herbs in here. The rosemary is doing beautifully. I have rosemary any time of the year. Also have things like tea balm growing down here, some garlic chives, and also I got some sage, and of course my green tree collards, and I got some purple tree collards in this bed as well. Alright, so this last bed here has more parsley in it.
Oh, stupid.
I love the fact that parsley grows really well in the desert. It'll pretty much last an entire year, and I'll have parsley to eat the whole summer. And it handles the weather, whether the summer or the winter, quite well. Different story with cilantro. If you plant cilantro, you probably have it for a little bit longer because it gets too hot, it's going to go really fast. But a good one to plant in place of cilantro is Apollo, which I like a lot. Anyways, all my parsley doing quite well. I harvested a bunch just a few nights ago. So you guys just saw the side of my yard that has a round, circular, 4-foot raised bed. These are all purchased at Walmart for like $10 each. And it's held up alright. A couple of busted, and I've had to tape off some of the sides because the box gets really brittle, so you don't want to lean on them at all. Would I do that side again?
Alright, got my goal.
Use a circular raised bed with drip irrigation. knowing what I know now, I would probably do it in concrete block and do it exactly as I did this side. This side works a lot better. It conserves more water, and I can also have better flow on this side, so I need to get better growth on this side in addition. So on this side, I have the concrete block, and I have videos on how I made this, as well as the irrigation I put in here. On the irrigation, you guys aren't seeing any irrigation on top, and I have the AquaJet subsoil irrigation system underneath, forages underneath the soil line. It basically comes out with high pressure to produce water to give the plants the water when they need it for roots. Furthermore, it also aerates the root zone and keeps my microcapacity. So next, let's go ahead and show you guys around this side of the yard. I got it mostly planted out. Some of the stuff I need to get planted out. So this is my first bed. It's kind of under the shade of the house, and I got a couple different things. I planted green tree collards from cuttings. I just put some little sticks in the ground, and then they came up. And then mostly in this bed, I just got it cleared from the summer crop, and I have just like my avocado with the seeds and some for the tail. And I got this guy coming up with the egg. I forget what it is now. It's probably some egg. But let me know if one of you guys recognize what this is. We'll do a close-up. I forget, man. I think it's some kind of like Asian longevity leafy green. It's a little bit bitter. I think it's an Asian.
Oh, I totally forgot to even consider that.
But it's done really well. And I have a lot of it. Now on my trellis wall here, cucumbers in the summertime. In the wintertime, I'm growing sugar snap peas, or that's what they were labeled actually when I bought them. And I think they're filling out quite nicely. They may be snow peas, I don't know. These look pretty flat to me. But whatever they are, I got a bunch of peas going up my trellis. Alright, so in this 4-foot by 8-foot bed here, I have a bunch of
Thank you very much.
cauliflower and broccoli and ornamental kale. That's actually the flower and seeds. They also have massive amounts of aphids I'm seeing, so I'm just probably going to come in and cut them off in the original condition. In the middle here, I planted some spinach. So unlike the spinach on the other side that is bolting, the spinach is actually doing quite well still.